guide, and this is our Kids Yoga Teacher Meetup. And we are here today in my home, and glad that you're watching this or joining us to check out what we're doing. Namaste and play.
Namaste.
So we're going to go around and share our victory and our intention, and share a little bit about our passion for kids yoga, and after we do that, we'll come back around and share again. So we encourage you guys that are watching this to write some of these things down that either connect or touch you, and maybe take your own victory and intentions, write them down, and things that you would like to share as well. So who would like to go first? You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you guys know me. My name is Casey Fite, and my victory for the week is I had a Facebook marketing webinar this last week. Ruth was there.
Awesome.
Thank you. So I was really proud. This is actually something I did as a live event back in March. It was St. Patrick's Day for the yoga teachers of Colorado. And soon after that, my intention was to do the webinar right away. And, this and that and everything got in the way, and I kept putting it off. And so 8 months later, I finally did it. And I had like 19 people sign up, and kind of half a dozen show up live. Some people live in Dubai, and I had a woman in Australia, and other parts of the world where it was the middle of the morning, so they did make it. So I've been working on the recording to get that up, and I finally accomplished that, which is a huge victory. Spent hours dealing with tech challenges, but I got it fixed. And so that's my big victory, which is really huge. It's a huge victory for me, because I realized as I finally got it done, there were all these other just roadblocks that were kind of in the way. And once I got through it, I realized that I worked through so many of my own personal challenges. So it is a big victory. I'm very proud. Nothing else happens the rest of the year, I feel accomplished. that was a big one.
It helped us tremendously.
Thank you. I got a lot of good feedback from people that they enjoyed it. So good. So my intention is to connect with you guys, to share just the passion for kids yoga. My intention really is for more kids yoga teachers to get together and share what we love, and share our love for kids yoga and making the world a more peaceful place. So this has just become really strong for me, is when two or more people come together, it grows. It's very healing, it's powerful. So that's why I started these meetups, and I just want us to keep connecting and getting together. And for those of you guys online who couldn't make it too, you're with us in spirit. So.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Next.
Okay. I'm Ruth Sharon, and I've been teaching yoga for decades and decades and decades, and now bringing it into children's lives just makes such a difference, because it combines so much that I've been doing in my life as a counselor and a camp counselor and all that. So my victory this week has been to launch my website, familyyoga.net, and to have my book,
Yay!
Be Your Best Self, is now on Amazon. That all happened this week.
Yay! Just want to make sure everybody got a good look.
Thank you. Be Your Best Self, Yoga for Families. So it takes the idea of bringing kids yoga into the household so that families can do it together. And, my victory is to really shift the thinking of that people are going to set up their mats and do an hour class in their house, to just like how I've been working with my clients this week. It's like interventions, the kids all grumpy and grouchy. It's like, let's see your warrior pose, and just like that victory of being able to cut through. And I had a conversation with my granddaughter yesterday. I asked her, what do you think Be Your Best Self means? And so she was in my office, and she was jumping around and jumping over the ball and doing different things, and then she started doing yoga poses, and I said, so being your best self means you're active? Is that what you're telling me, that being active feels like your best self? And she said, yeah, but not everybody thinks it's okay to be active. And I said, what do you mean? So she got in a little chair, and she sat really tight and stiff. She said, this is what my teacher thinks is being your best self. She said, this is not my being your best self.
What a great conversation to have.
It was. Yeah. I know. So then I said, so you like being active? She says, I need to be active. I I said, so you know what your needs are. So part of being your best self is to know what your needs are and then to let other people know what they are so they can help you. So her parents actually found her a new school, so she's very happy in her new school.
Yay.
So there are all these victories of just freeing ourselves from the constraints that we hold ourselves, and I see yoga as such a beautiful victory process for that, you know, to free ourselves. So, and to have the webinar, that was this week too. So it was a victory for me to get on the webinar and to learn what you taught us, and then to go into my website and start putting those things in. So yeah, it just feels so good to have steps to follow, you know. It's like, okay, I'm in this process and there's a leader, there's a guide, and I know what to do, and I'm walking through the steps. And so thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. What's your intention for our time together right now?
So my intention is to get clear on my family yoga class that I'm doing next Saturday, actually, November 17th at Karma Yoga. So I'm going to do a process with them, and I'd love to share that with you and just get some clarity on it and just be able to send the seeds of family yoga out into the world a little bit more. That would be a good intention, and to bring more people into these gatherings and welcome people who love to be with kids and with families. So help families really have a healthier, happier home life.
Right.
Hello everybody, I'm not a kids yoga teacher. I'm a fan of these two ladies. I think a victory for me would be just welcoming, this past week, welcoming where I am and where I'm beginning. And coupled with that, a new opportunity to reconnect with some kids in a school and bring this opportunity just came up. This need just came up a few days ago. So, as an educator by training, victory is an odd word, but I feel purposeful. I feel like there's been a purpose articulated for me in the last week, with coming to know these two children and starting from a very broad perspective in regards to how to really be there for them, and also explore the layers via something like yoga. I certainly want to integrate yoga in any way, shape, or form throughout my months with them. But there's a real openness as to how yoga will kind of infuse everything else that we'll be exploring. I'm really excited about that. Whether it's just, a little, let's do our yoga to warm up and our yoga to close. Maybe there's room for me to learn too about how it really will be the structure for the group. Yeah. So my intention is just really to become more familiar with yoga as a whole, and then trigger some imagination about how to bring that to the girls. 9-year-olds.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's wonderful about 9-year-olds too is they're at a good age where they're open, and they can do a bit more. So it's making it fun, but also leaving them at their level too. So.
Yeah. They have a lot of trauma. They have a lot of history of trauma, and they're bringing it to bear with each other and again, other kids, and there's a lot of drama and language.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Excellent.
I've got so many ideas for you.
Yeah, that's a good setup. All right. Okay, so let's go around again and share something, or kind of, talk about our intention and go a little deeper into that. So, my intention is to connect and create community with kids yoga teachers or those passionate. You're not a kids yoga teacher, but you're passionate about sharing aspects of yoga with children, which to me I love because it broadens our community. You don't have to be a 200-hour yoga teacher. You could be a school teacher. You could be a school psychologist. You could be working with kids in any manner. Nannies, parents. I mean, millions of parents in the world, grandparents, and millions of people working with children. So yoga is a tool for that. And so what I want to share today is I took a workshop with a friend of mine, Allison Levine. Thank you, Allison. A couple weeks ago, and she shared these affirmations, and I'm still memorizing them. It takes me for a while to memorize them and to be able to share them. So I have the notes here, but I thought that we could all do them, and I'm happy to make copies and share them with you guys too. So thank you, Allison, for this, and I believe she may have gotten it from other people too. So there's two of them, and we know working with kids that we like to incorporate physical movement with words. You know, make it kinesthetic, visual, audio. Can use all those different learning skills. So let's try a few rounds. You know, let's back up a little bit just so we have some room to practice a little bit, and so we don't mark each other out. Okay, so this is the color song, and bear with me if like I said, I'm still learning this, so if I kind of mess up a little bit, sloppy success is better than perfect inaction. So the color song starts like this, and so I'll do it first, and then repeat after me.
Okay.
Red, I am strong.
Red, I am strong.
Orange, I am joyful.
Orange, I am joyful.
Yellow, I know I can.
Yellow, I know I can.
Green, I'm caring.
Green, I'm caring.
Blue, I speak the truth.
Blue, I speak the truth.
Indigo, I know.
Indigo, I know.
Violet, understanding.
Violet, understanding.
I love that.
Ah, that's
Nice.
great. Yeah.
So
Through
let's,
the chakras.
yeah, through the chakras, through the colors, the rainbow. Talking about rainbows is a really powerful way to integrate the chakras to the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you don't really want to say chakras to kids.
Right.
You know?
Oh, no, they don't know.
They don't know what that is, and they honestly need to yet. You don't want them running home. And you don't want them running home to mom going, Mom, I learned about the chakras. And that mom who's very maybe religious in one way goes, oh, that's not okay.
Oh, yeah. Scares.
So, yeah, have to be very careful. So let's do it again. Let's do it one
Okay.
more time, okay? Red, I'm strong. Orange, I am joyful. Yellow, I know I can. Green, I'm caring. Blue, I speak the truth. Violet, oh, I'm sorry, indigo, I know. Violet, understanding. Yeah, I'll write it down. Let's do it after.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so there's one more. This is called the Colfax chant.
You're having so much fun.
I know. See, this is what we do when our kids yoga teacher meet us. We have fun. We play because we get to act like kids.
I know.
That's the great thing about sharing yoga with kids. You get to act like a
I
kid.
know. Age to speakers.
Yes.
What do you mean act like
Yeah, be a kid. We are all kids. So this one's called the Colfax chant, and this was from the PE teacher at the Colfax school who created this. So I love that. You know, working with PE teachers.
Yeah.
I got a degree in PE, physical education, so you know it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
connected.
That's your peeps.
Yeah. So this one I think challenges me a little bit more. Let's see if I can do it right. It says, what did I write down here? This is embarrassing. Bell, eat right. Bell.
Maybe balance, eating right, be balanced.
I'm embarrassed. I can't read my own handwriting. Doesn't it look like it says bell?
Yeah.
What would it spell?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe your I don't know, just ding 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 ding.
Oh, belly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, note to self. Right clear next time. Yes, I'll do it right now. Thank you very much, Heather. Okay, yay. All right, let's try. It's embarrassing. It's recorded. Please forgive me. I forgive myself. Okay, here we go. So I'll say first, and then you guys repeat after me.
Okay.
Eat right.
Eat right.
Be fit.
Be fit.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Never quit.
Never quit.
Take care of your mind.
Take care of your mind.
Take care of your body.
Take care of your body.
Be strong.
Be strong.
Heart healthy.
Heart healthy. That's awesome.
I like that. It's very holistic.
It
From a PE
is.
teacher about all ways to be healthy in your body.
Yeah.
Should we do it one more time?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do it and then repeat after.
Let's just an observation. It seems like with all of these, we've been really speaking from a very strong, almost elevated voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if we could practice, because all voices are, I would think, so maybe we can try it with, I don't know, a different voice.
Like
I don't know.
Instead of a louder, more of a calming
voice. Yeah, because you can still be strong and not, because almost, some kids would maybe misinterpret that as being
That's true.
That's good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I love that. And I've noticed that I have to say I've learned something, and you just brought it up that I learned from Ruth and also from Allison, because when I teach kids yoga, and again, I came from a PE background, from a personal trainer, I'm really like, I am that person. And for me, that's like a warrior aspect.
Sure.
Because I also come from a very lazy, lethargic, so I have to have that extra energy to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for me, the calming is more of a challenge. And so Ruth, when we met and we started working together, you were very calming with the kids, whereas I'm very high active energy. And so you just brought that up. And Allison, I want to give her credit. When I went to her training, she did a lot of these things in 3 voices: a very kind of strong voice, a steady, strong voice, and then a quiet whisper voice, and then in no voice. And so with the sun salutations and several songs and things like this, I've been doing that with my kids since I learned that from her. And I've noticed the calm level has come way down, not only in them, but in myself. And it's been powerful. And I'm just so grateful, even though I've been doing this a long time, to learn something new that not only helps the kids, but helps me be a better teacher in the world. Yeah. So we're constantly growing and learning no matter where we are. So I'm so glad that you brought that up.
Sure, no. So try it again in a different voice.
So let's try it in a different voice.
Sing it.
Okay. How about just a more steady voice?
Let's exhale first.
Yes. Okay. Eat right.
Eat right.
Be fit.
Be fit.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Never quit.
Never quit.
Take care of your mind.
Take care of your mind.
Take care of your body.
Take care of your body.
Be strong.
Be strong.
Heart healthy.
Heart healthy.
That was
good.
awesome.
Gentler,
Thank you.
gentle strength.
Yeah. And what I found too, teaching kids when you're working with them, you do feed off, like you just shared your insight, and you feed off of each other. You learn from them as well. So I think that's really important to keep in mind. That I had my friend Michelle come to class yesterday and observe, and we were talking about balancing poses, and she did boat pose as a balancing pose, and I hadn't brought that up in my class list or my lesson plan, and it took us in another direction. And so it's really important, because life is like that, right? You have plans to go this way, and then all of a sudden you take a U-turn or a sharp left. So thanks.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll write this down for you guys. Okay, do you want to share, you mentioned your intention earlier about your event this weekend. How can we support you with that, or what are your thoughts that you'd like to share?
Okay. Well, I started this contest. I really want to engage families in the conversation. What does it mean to be your best self? Because I don't feel like we ever had that conversation, really. Maybe if people go to church or synagogue or whatever, we talk about our higher self. But, in the day-to-day, there isn't that conversation. So I set up this contest to have families get together and write or draw or make a video or sing a song or something that'll portray their best self. So when I do this workshop on Sunday, you had that great idea. Why not just bring some of those ideas in? So my intention is to engage people in these conversations so that we start to have a mental and emotional connection to what it means to be our best self. So we actually have choices. Like, I'm going to start to be grouchy, but I have a choice. I could breathe my fire breath and get it out of my system and not hurt my little sister instead, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just choice points. So I wanted to do some fun activities around, doing some breathing and choice points and like little enactments. Maybe they'd huddle with each other and do a little psychodrama type thing, like, it's dinner time and everybody's grouchy and we want to get our food out, and usually we pick on each other and the dog starts barking and there's chaos in the house. What else could we do? And like have a little like a family gather and do that dinner time. Then it's bedtime. How does your bedtime look? Maybe do little dramatizations. And I was going to see if my son could come and film it and use those as entries into the Be Your Best Self contest.
Yeah, and put it on the website.
And put it on the website, but I don't think he can do it, so I have to find somebody else who has a video camera to take somebody with me to videotape it. Saturday the 17th. Anyway, so I'm just looking for fun things. So it's a half an hour, it's a quick thing, and then I'm doing a book signing and I'm serving a little lunch to have people, because they're coming in after Karma Yoga. There's a kids class. I've substituted. Trini teaches it. There were like 13 kids in that class, and there were 27 people in the adult class. So I'm thinking, when they come out of their class, we'll just have this little event. Yeah. So my intention is to just being available at different centers around the town and different community venues to have these conversations and gather information and be able to put it up on the website, share it in a broader way. So I need a more organized lesson plan. So that's what I'm in the process of creating, a lesson plan, and have different plans so that I'm ready to go every time. I have my bag packed when I go to bring my little toys and my breathing ball and my handouts.
So it's a Saturday, right? You have half an hour with them?
A quarter to 12 to 12:30.
Oh, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're gonna. The book. Yeah, so I'm not sure if they'll have flexibility to stay and eat if I, have the food after that 12:30. Just kind of thinking.
Yeah, there's that little back room, so you can have the food back there and stuff. But to me, it sounds like everything you just described will fill up that time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you've kind of got the plan set up, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. So just having confidence in that.
Right, and putting the yoga part in, like, maybe they don't even know yoga. Maybe they're not coming from those other two rooms. Maybe they've seen it. They're coming from the community. So I want to make sure I put, a little teaching segment of yoga in there.
So Trini's teaching the kids this Saturday. I would maybe touch base with her. And find out what she'll be teaching the kids that day too, so you can kind of, because with kids the repetition of it. So if they just learn this stuff with Trini in the class, and then you're coming after the fact to share, how can you share that with your parents? How can you?
What did you just learn?
What did you just learn, and how can you teach your parents this? And that's family yoga. It's starting to, get them to say, well, can you do that at the dinner table? And so take a lot of what you learn from what they're already doing.
Good.
So you're touching base with where they're already
where
at.
They just came from. Yeah. Oh, good. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Any feedback you have?
No, not right now.
Sounds like she's got it together, huh? Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. I just love touching families and helping intervene, because I've been doing it for counseling for so long, but to give them the skills to use yoga in that way, whether it's breathing or yoga or just animated, shake out the day stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I think that's great, and I love because. In your counseling, you may be working with the parents in a one-to-one, and it's a closed environment, and people kind of shut that off as part of their personal life. This is opening it up to the family and saying, how can we work together? Like I sometimes with my daughter, she's trying to talk to me while I'm trying to do something, and I'm working continually on being up front with her, but in a gentle way, saying, Mommy's having trouble focusing on these two, what you're trying to tell me and what I'm trying to do at the same time, like cooking dinner. How can we, and I do it with me, I have to do it in a yogic, non-yogic way. I can't let her know it's much yoga because she gets mad at me.
Doing that yoga stuff.
Mom, why are you always talking about yoga? That's what she says to me, and I'm like, I try really hard not to do it with her at all. You know what I mean? Because she's a child of a yoga teacher, right? But yeah, so I do, try to incorporate that, and I love that. That's your mission. That's what you're doing. So you're taking it out of the privacy of the one-to-one room into a family
Or public environment, so people go, oh, it's the only family that has chaos in the dinner time. Oh yeah, we all do. Oh yeah, bedtime's bedtime's in our house. So yeah, just destigmatizes and normalizes family life. Yeah, that's exciting. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Where did I keep? Just make a bunch of lesson plans.
And through the training too, the more you teach and the more tools you have in your toolbox, the more spontaneous you can too, because you're going to get there and you may have this plan to do this, and then you throw it out the window and see this
Spider crossed across the room and we got these spiders.
Yeah, exactly. Kids, you have to be flexible and open,
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. That's all right. I'll just make my notes while you go.
So how about you, whether with your intention of your show or working with the girls?
Right now, like slate. Yeah, I guess I'm nervous about not really being able to change much of their perception itself, but to be, yeah, a lot of security curiosity about going on placement this next week. A lot.
How can we support you?
I think so much. I think, yeah. I don't know. Well, so I'm going to be meeting with the girls and boys really first, and I feel really confident about that. Really good about having these conversations one-on-one, what's going on, just the whole empowering, what is your purpose, what do you want it to be, and I feel really good about that. But once the girls get together, which is probably going to be the following week, this week, I just, I just, they're strong personalities. They are empowered girls in many ways. And so I wonder about, I wonder how much of the yoga can just be a lesson in and of itself, and how much of it am I really directing, so that there's transfer of what we're learning from yoga. If we're not, how much of it am I facilitating, so then there's sort of talk about, how can we turn to your tip. And then, maybe that's an ongoing question for kids yoga teachers. But I think what I want are just some very basic ideas. So they're just insulting each other, and it's like that sort of energy between them is permeating the whole class. The teachers are, what do we do? Because the girls are just so negative. Parents in prison. You can get the picture. They're just really at a loss for positive. So maybe just some tools for how certain yoga poses could be very affirming and calming at the same time, and how they can kind of feed off each other while they're doing the poses, like how there'd be sort of like a shared energy between them, I guess.
We got lots of ideas.
Yeah, I know. It's like they're boiling up.
And just talking about it is helping me. Cause so thank you for listening. I'm sorry if I'm rambling.
No, you're good. Can I share? Yesterday, Yoga Teachers of Colorado had a workshop on post-traumatic stress, and honestly, these girls have some stress, post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the breath was the biggest thing that we talked about. Is because the breath helps you get a sense of being in your body.
Right.
So these girls are name calling and just enraged. They're not in their bodies. They're not breathing. And since you're meeting them for the first time, what I would encourage is just start very slow. Maybe you're not even doing any poses or even using the word yoga.
No.
It's just
breath. Let's be human.
Let's take some deep breaths in and out and start to feel your body and creating a context of slowing down and being present, because I know, especially for kids and even as adults, like we, you know, remember the trauma of what happened, and maybe the trauma is what the other girl said to the other girl, and they hold on to that. So they're holding on to the past, like we just showed us on my video. Like that's that past and that depression, and how can we be present? And the breath brings them back to the present. Keep coming back to the breath. So maybe you just spend time talking, and then having periods of silence and breath, or you guide them through a breathing type meditation. Just some thoughts that just to ease into it, because it sounds like a challenging scenario that you're going into.
Thank you.
Well, I'm thinking of one thing of just using the body as like, show me how you feel right now.
Yeah.
Or, however you feel right now, like, and just honor that. Thank you for sharing, just let however they are be okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are using the body, but not necessarily trying to change it yet by the poses.
Right.
Being present with it.
Yeah, just being present and acknowledging it and knowing where, when the anxiety or the anger or whatever that is that builds up, to be able to catch themselves and calm it down. It might be the first tool is to start self-regulating. Like, I'm really getting mad. Like, I'm getting mad really fast,
Yeah.
Okay, how can we stop ourselves before we get to the place where we can't stop ourselves? You know what I mean? Like a 1 to 10 scale is always helpful. Or stair step I use a lot. Like, like if I can get up to 4, I can still manage it and get down. But if I start getting into 5s and 6s, I'm going to blow up. It's just self-regulation.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any ideas for ground rules so that they are able to acknowledge each other when they're seeing these things that?
Right.
I don't know. I mean,
to create as a safe space.
That's real. That's real for her.
To have a conversation about ground agreements. To create it as a safe space. I was a school counselor.
Yeah.
So what do you need to be safe?
Yeah.
Nobody can storm out of the room. Not to use stuff we talk about in here against each other out there. This is private. Seal the room. Nobody knows. It's our confidential. That kind of stuff. So you ought to brainstorm some of them for yourself, and then ask them what
I was just going to say, ask them what they can agree to, and what agreements they think would be appropriate.
Exactly. Think ahead of time. Or one person talk at a time.
Yeah, that's what
put
I've
each
done
other
in the past.
down.
You need to.
I've done it before.
Okay, thank you so much.
That's a good start.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's awesome.
The other thing too that they talked about yesterday is, as the teacher, as the the counselor, the person going in, is really you being clear and solid in yourself, but also what you're going to present or share. And he even talked about having a script so that you will not go off course, because if you're off center, they're going to feel it.
Well, they'll take you for a ride.
Yeah, off center connected. Then you all be all over the place.
Yeah, and we want to get 3 things accomplished. We want to set up our ground agreements. We want to check in with how everybody's doing, and we want to set our goals for the week, or something that okay, we did one of them. Let's make sure we get the other 2. So you have some else.
Sounds to me like you already know a lot of this as well, and you know what to do. It's just it's getting a little nervous running into a new environment, right? So.
And I just haven't met him yet. So.
Projecting
all this stuff.
Right.
So come back to the present moment and breathe. Right? Breathe. One of the things I love about us connecting like this and you guys watching is that I feel like I do know all my answers. I know my own answers, but I need to verbally say them and share them with you guys, and then almost have you remind me. You already know. You know.
Yeah, you got what it takes.
Yeah, but I hear that from all 3 of us here. We already know, but just verbalizing and sharing and connecting with each other. Now I feel more confident. Knowing that you guys are supporting me, and hopefully you feel more confident knowing that we're supporting you guys. And that's why, I wanted to create this kids yoga teacher community, because I'm out there teaching all by myself, and it's just, to support each other and know that we're doing good in the world and that we do know what to do. And we're human. We need to be validated. We need to belong. Um, connection and community and feeling like you belong is so powerful.
Right,
And,
right.
I think we need that more in this world because we love the internet, right? We're connecting here, but yet it does separate us in some way.
Different
So
to look in your eyes.
it is to actually come together
And share the same air.
share the same air.
Yeah, and one other thing I want to say about that is, to notice those specific moments when we've touched a kid and really open the space so that touching can remain in their being. I've been doing all this self-reflection, and I can remember people or things that happened that really touched me because the space opened and I really had a chance to feel it and know it, and we're doing that with yoga, kids are like, oh, I feel so good. Yeah, isn't it great to feel good? And, or I'm really challenged. That's hard. Yeah, to know what it feels like when something's hard. You want to give up, but then you push through. And, you know what I mean? Like, just to highlight that so that we know that we're touching them in so many greater ways than just teaching them a yoga pose,
Yeah,
teaching them life skills.
Yeah. And they remember that. I mean, if you can touch somebody, a child. I taught classes at this particular school, and I'm not teaching there anymore, but I still go into that school to pick up kids. And kids will see me in the hallway. Hi, Miss Casey. Hi, Miss Casey. And they know me as their yoga teacher. On some level, we deeply connected, and so may not be continuing to work with them, but they knew who I am, and they know that I care about them, that I showed something, and we had a caring experience together.
Shared namaste.
Yes. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming today and for participating in our Kids Yoga Teacher Meetup. And it's all about to our friends watching. Thank you guys so much for watching and participating, and we hope that you come join us live or join us online if you're not able to make it. And we look forward to talking to you soon. Namaste and play.
Namaste.
Namaste and play.